Get wrecked, bro. Hey guys, it's Tazwhole here. I'm on Tazwhole Tubecast. Now I'm here with MaidenOfRuin. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. So, where are you gaming from?
Um, Indiana.
Nice. So, are you on Twitch or are you on YouTube?
Mixer.
Oh, Mixer. Mixer's. Can you tell me a little bit about Mixer? Because I know it's still. I know people have used it, but I know it's still in its infancy.
Yeah, it's fairly new. It has some things they've been working through, and they've been adding a lot of new stuff and making it even better. Some of the big things that draw a lot of people to Mixer lately is their hype zones. Like they have a Fortnite hype zone where when you're in the last little bit, this channel where it's got tons of people in will hop in your channel and host you for, I think there's usually thousands of people in that one just to watch you.
Wow.
And it gets like Fortnite players a lot of viewers. There's a PUBG one. Their most recent one is Rainbow Six.
Oh yeah?
The difference with that one is, at first they tried it out in casual, but decided that it worked better in ranked. So now it's strictly a ranked one. So it only goes in during ranked matches.
So right now they only have some specific games. I remember how Twitch, they only had like when you had to select what game you were streaming or whatnot. They actually had, you could select what game winners, and over a while they only had so many select games because a couple of them were taken off the list or whatnot.
We have a list where we have tons. From what I understand, the games, the way they're adding the games to the list is they do it through player.me. And so if you don't see a game in it, I believe they have you go to player.me and ask them to add that game to the list. So some of the newer games sometimes don't show up.
Oh yeah, so it's kind of like the most recent, really recent games. They won't show up, but like they'll be there.
Yes.
You just gotta request it.
Yeah, and one of the misconceptions about Mixer is a lot of people are thinking that because Xbox is partnered with them now, that it's strictly Xbox streamers, and
Actually,
that's not the case at all.
I heard it wasn't Mixer, but it was Daily Motion. All right, I know when I first got my PlayStation 4, I know that it was partnered with Daily Motion, the site thing, and then when Daily Motion I don't know if they lost partnership or whatnot, but then you could not upload to them anymore. So I'm like, what? So, yeah, but make sure that's definitely new. So what type of games do you like to stream?
Just about anything I can get my hands on.
Okay.
Not even kidding there. I'll do shooters, I'll do horror games, I'll do puzzle games. I've even recently gave the Crew 2 beta a try and actually enjoyed that, so I've been looking into doing some more of the racing games as well.
Oh yeah, so you on a PC or you on console?
I am on console at the moment. Once I get a better PC, I'll be doing some PC. I also want to look into getting a PlayStation and start doing some PlayStation games as well.
Okay, so why'd you originally want to get into streaming? Just curiosity.
Originally, it wasn't so much me. My husband wanted to try it out, and he's the one that got me into gaming in the first place after we got married. So I started giving it a try just as something else to do with him, and ended up falling in love with streaming.
Nice. Well, at least, and trust me, you could admit to this. I mean, like when he's not around, it's like when he's at work, it's like he actually has something to do. It's like, I'm done now. You know what? I want to just relax, and then you know what? You have like a console right there. You're like, hell, I could stream for hours on it if I really want to.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna say, like when you first started gaming, I don't know if it was like obviously it was like when you were just explaining, it was like your husband got you into it, but I meant like, is that like the only time you gamed, or is there any time in your past, like not streaming, but I meant like gaming in general?
So when I was younger, I was a little kid,
Yeah.
I had a Super Nintendo I used to play on, and then about right after the PlayStation 2 came out, I have a younger brother, and we decided to put our Christmas money together and get a PlayStation 2.
I see. You outstoop sin on that one. I see. Yeah, I
Well,
see your point. Yes, I know. I'm very sneaky. Very sneaky. I gotta do that.
well, the thing with that is, I got to a certain age to the point where I started getting told that gaming was only for guys,
Oh,
and it got to where I just stopped gaming for a while, and I didn't start gaming again until my husband was stationed in Washington, and he took me to the midnight reveal of, I believe it was Halo Reach, or not reveal, but the midnight release of
Yeah,
Halo
yeah.
Reach. And I just enjoyed the hype of being out there at midnight with all these people and decided to give the game a try. Ended up loving it, ended up playing Battlefield Bad Company 2 as well, and that one is what really sunk me into gaming.
Okay, well, I just gotta say this. I just have to make my mic a little bit louder. I have to hold this up to my mouth and get a little bit closer to the screen here. Okay, guys? Just so you guys know, gaming is not for just guys. It's for girls, too. And you know what? I know you guys are watching streamers and all this lovely stuff. Oh, my God. They're so hot, the girl streamers. Well, you know what? There's... In my book, I'll say there's nothing such thing as, oh my god, a girl gamer. No, it's more like they're just gamers, okay? Like they're no different than you, me. Oh my gosh, like, oh, just go up, guys, seriously. But yeah, like just the ideals behind that, it just frustrates me because I could say my girlfriend, she games and she loves games more than I do, but then or not more than I do, but she select games. She likes the racing. She likes Grand Theft Auto. She loves all the. This is funny. I actually got her into Zelda, but one thing is I kind of showed her like way back, like kind of like with the Switch, how they came out with they came out. No, actually, no, it was Wii U. It was the Wii U, the last really big game that I think the Wii U came with. Don't take my word for about it, guys, but I'll say Breath of the Wild. And my girlfriend played it, and she's like, "Yeah, Zelda, this is awesome." And then I'm like, okay. And then she was very kind one day and goes, "Oh yeah, do you want to try?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I'll try." I was playing for 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and I'm like, "This isn't Zelda." And then she goes, No. This is Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, oh, it must have been an age thing because I'm like, oh, I remember Ocarina of Time being so nostalgic to me. But no, it's not that like it's a bad game. I'm saying that you know what, it's just my tastes are a little bit different because I'll say, oh, it's just our tastes are so different sometimes. But like, what was your favorite game when you were on the Super NES or when you were playing when you were a kid and stuff? What one game do you remember?
On the Super Nintendo,
Yep.
my favorite thing was Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, Donkey Kong Country. Okay, apparently, I've heard, I don't know if it's true though, but apparently Cranky Kong is supposed to be the Kong from when back in the day when Mario would like jump up ladders and shit and take out Donkey Kong, and then you got I forget it's not Toadstool, it's Carmilla or something like that. It's like this woman who's like, help me, I forget who it is, but yeah. But no, like seriously, like I heard that like Cranky is supposed to be that Donkey Kong, so I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Now,
Yeah.
have you ever like I was just gonna say like they actually did make one for 64, I believe, but it's not Donkey Kong Country. It's Donkey Kong 64, and it has a bunch of different characters. Like was it like Donkey, Diddy, Dixie? No, not Dixie, and then you got Kong, and you got Cranky, I think. I'm not sure if he played Cranky, but yeah, you got a big choice of all these different Kongs to play with. And then I went to actually playing like the Wii version of Donkey Kong Country, the Continental Meltdown or something like that, and I'm like, I'm used to Donkey Kong Country too. I grew up with that as well, and I'm like, this isn't the game I grew up with. This is too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks great in graphics, but I'm like, too easy. And then when I got asked by my friend, he's like, oh yeah, you play that game? How'd you think of it? Too easy.
Right?
Easy. But yeah, so I was just gonna say, like, before, like, when you get into streaming, I know, like, you had help from, like, your your husband and stuff like that. I'm just saying, like, what, like, I was gonna say, like, like, individually, when you had to stream on your own or whatnot, have you come across any technical issues?
No, not really.
Then you have a good teacher.
I do. He's taught me a lot of the stuff. So the one time I've had any technical issues was back when I first started streaming, and it was more so an internet issue, and
Yep.
it was something that had to be taken care of
Oh, I see. Is your network?
by a tech, and he happened to be at work when the tech came out, and the tech treated me like I was the most idiotic person ever.
Wow.
And because I was on an Xbox, I wasn't a real gamer at all.
That's I hate when it comes down to that. People are like, just because he games some different console, like, I'll say it, like, you know what, I even asked you, I have Xbox, I have PS4, I have computer, and I'll say this, like, people that say one over one console or the other, oh, one's better than the other. I'm like, no, they're pretty much. When I went to, like, I got my PS4 first, but I'll say when I got my Xbox One this year, I looked at all the games and I mainly got the exclusives. For the fact is, I had a lot of those games for PS4. Why would I want to play them again?
Exactly. That's the only thing about it. It's like, for me, they're all good.
Yeah, and people say PC the master race, and then consoles just for, like, kids that their parents would buy them, you know, a system or whatnot. No, they're not. It's just it's generally everyone teach their own, pretty much. Like, if they want a console, they can go get a console, and then obviously PC. Not everyone has money for a big expensive PC. Like, you were explaining, like, you had PC and you had a few problems or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I was told by a few people that, like, you know, a PC's just like, if you understand putting together a PC, it's like grown up Lego, and I'm like, I like Lego, and I don't understand this PC stuff.
Yeah.
But like, with your streaming, like, in the next 5 years, where do you think that you see yourself?
I still see myself streaming. My community that I'm building, I build it like a family. So I expect to still be streaming and hanging out with all these wonderful people, and I hope to grow this, as I call it, family. You know, I tell them all, you're my family. I care about each and every one of you. I hope you all come and tell me how your day's going. Say hi, even if you can't hang around. Just let me know you're still around and you're still doing good. So I hope to still be doing this in the future.
Yeah. Okay, now this is the last question. I'm going to say, do you have any advice for my lovely audience out there? Like, if they want to get into streaming, if they are streaming, broadcasting, whatever, like, putting themselves out there, do you have any general advice that they could use?
One of the biggest things I found with streaming is you will run into people who just hate you for no reason.
Oh.
They won't have a reason. Don't let that ever get you down. Ever.
Yeah.
Take it as a grain of salt.
Yeah, and I'll say this, people, like, people think that even the best of us, or even the people that people are big, small, whatever. I'll say this, like, even I had this one guy who sent comments, like, on my thing. He's like, I hate you, and I'm like, okay, so why do you hate me? And he's like, I hate you because I hate you. I'm like, wow, that sounds like such a grade school thing to say. I'm sorry. You must just hate me because and then people, it's kind of funny. And then when people, they want me make me feel bad that I do this, and I'm like, well, I'm pretty proud. Like, I don't care if people call me a nerd, gamer, geek, whatever the hell they want to call me. I'm like, whatever, because the fact is, at least I'm man enough to choose something for myself, and I know what I want to do. Like, if I have a hobby for the rest of my life, if I do something else, until I could keep on doing it, until I can't do it no more, you know what? I'd rather do this than, you know what, try to spend my life searching.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people, I'll say this, there's a lot of people that don't know what they want.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, thank you for being a guest on the show, MaidenOfRuin. Thank you,
Thank you for having me.
Alright, like I said, guys, check down in the comments below. Do check out MaidenOfRuin. mix it up a little bit, become part of a family. Now, guys, you know what, guys? Leave me a like because I like bacon. You like bacon. We all like bacon. Yes, Peter, step off because you know what? I love bacon. I'm Canadian. It makes sense. I'm not me without my bacon. So, guys, you know what? Hit that bell. No, not Taco Bell because I'm not sponsored by them. But no, hit the notification bell so you're stay updated to all my new videos. And yes, guys, you know, and please smack that tail, smack that sub button maybe if you want to. But yes, guys, look down in the description and click Get On My Lawn Records. This has been brought to you by Get On My Lawn because you know what, kids, get off my lawn, you're killing the grass. But anyways, no, guys. Hit that link, getonmylawrecords.com, and yes, you go to that website. You get some kick-ass tunes, man. You know what? You put down TAZ in the promo code. You'll get 10% off your next purchase. So, I'll see you guys next time, guys. See you guys! Show some respect. She's a maiden.